Om Namah Shivaya. Episode 63, Chapter 11, verses 36 to 46. Arjuna sings praises to Isvara's glories. Verses 36 to 46 are commonly read as a prayer. In verse 36, Arjuna addresses Sri Krishna as Purification, the Lord of the senses, who is Param Atma, the Atma that is pulsating in every atom of our body, mind, senses. Here Arjuna names three groups of people whose actions are all proper, sthane, to show how differently we react to Isvara's indeclinable nature. First are people of the world who find great joy, Jagat Prahasyati, by singing and hearing Isvara's glories, Tava Prakritya, and are devoted to Isvara, Anu Rajyate cha. However, there is no limit to Isvara's glories. All our praises are inadequate because with our limited knowledge, our words cannot convey Isvara's limitless nature. Second, those who transgress the law of Dharma. All the frightened Rakshasas run in all directions. Rakshami Bhitani Disha Dravanti. This is also proper because Isvara is both fearlessness and fear, and only upon gaining the knowledge and wisdom of Brahman we become fearless, to know that there is no second thing to be afraid of. Third, all the host of Siddhas salute you. Sarve namasyanti cha siddha sanka, as they know all the glories of Isvara and that the law that is governing this creation. And they live in harmony with the law of Dharma and the law of Karma. Sthane Hrishikesha tava prakritya jagat prahasyat yanurajyate cha Rakshami Bhitani Disho Dvavanti Sarve Namasyanti cha Siddha Sangha. Om. In verse 37, Arjuna is not surprised that even the Siddhas like Kapila salute Isvara. And he asks a question: for what reason will they not salute you, O Lord? Kasmat chatena nameran mahatman. Because the Siddhas know that Isvara is greater than all the gods. He is the primal creator of even Lord Brahma. Kariyase Brahmana api adikarte. Isvara is the ultimate altar of surrender. And yoga means surrendering our ego to be in oneness with Isvara upon gaining the knowledge and wisdom of Brahman. To qualify for this knowledge, we must see all our accomplishments as Isvara's glories. To be objective and dispassionate in life. Then there will be harmony between us and the world as we see everything as Isvara's glories. Here Arjuna expresses his appreciation. He says, O limitless one, O Lord of all the gods, into whom the world resolves upon dissolution. Ananta Devesha Jagat Nivasa. You are eternal, limitless. You are both the cause and the effect. Tvam aksharam sat asat tat param yat. Kasmachatena nameran mahatman gariyase brahmanopyadi karte anantadevesha jagat nivasa tvam aksharam sat asat tat param yat. Om. In verse 38, Arjuna continues to praise Isvara's glories. First, he says, you are the first among all the gods, who was there at the very beginning and the cause of this creation. Tvam Adi Deva. You fill the entire world, Purusha, and you were there even before the creation and remain ever fresh, Purana. Second, Isvara is the ultimate abode, into which this entire creation resolves into at the end of each kalpa. Tvam asya visvasya param nidanam. Third, further, Isvara is the ultimate knower of everything that can be known, Veta Asi. And the one to be known, Vedyam Cha, the ultimate object of knowledge, and also the ultimate abode, Paramcha Dhamma. The pure consciousness is the abode into which we as Jivan Muktas resolve into when our physical body dies, to be in oneness with Isvara. This is the ultimate abode of Lord Vishnu. This is moksha. Fourth, Arjuna, having seen the Visvarupa, has no doubt that the entire world, Vishwa, is pervaded by Lord Vishnu, whose forms are endless. Tvaya tatam Vishwam Ananta Rupa. Lord Vishnu is the material cause, whose form has no limits and consists of all other forms. Tvamadi Deva Purusha Puranas Tvamasya Visvasya Param Nidanam Vetasi Vedyam Cha Param Cha Dhamma Tvaya Tatam Vishwamananta Rupa. Om. In verse 39, Arjuna, having understood that Lord Vishnu is the material cause for every form in this creation, says, you are the Lord of air, Tvam Vayur, the Lord of death, Yama, the Lord of fire, Agni, the Lord of water, Varuna, the presiding deity of the moon, Shashanka. All these devatas are not separate from you, Isvara. And you are also Prajapati, the first created being from whom all other beings have come, and the ultimate great-grandfather, the creator, Prapita Mahacha. So much devotion has been invoked in Arjuna upon seeing the cosmic form. He wants to do something. What can he do? He can only prostrate. Arjuna says, 1,000 repeated salutation to you. Namaha namaha te astu sahasra kritva. And in a war situation, he cannot do it physically. So he does it verbally. And he says, again and again indeed repeated salutation to you. Punacha bhuya api namaha namaha te. This shows that Arjuna is not satisfied. Vayur yamoknir varuna shashanka prajapatistvam pratitamahascha namo namastestu sahasra kritva punascha bhuyopi namo namaste. Om. Now the next question is, where should he prostrate? Normally we prostrate at the feet in front of the person. But Arjuna does not know where is the front. Everywhere is Parameshwara. In verse 40, Arjuna says, salutation to you in front, to the east, Namaha Purastat. Then salutation to you at the back, to the west, Atta Prastatate Namaha Astu. Indeed, salutation to you in all direction. Te Sarvata Eva. Because Arjuna is seeing Isvara in all direction. North, south, east, west, northeast, northwest, southeast, southwest. Oh, the one who is everything. Sarva. The one who has infinite strength, infinite power. Ananta Virya Amita Vikrama Tvam. And you pervade the entire creation. Therefore, you are everything. Sarvam Samapnoti Tata Sarva Asi. The intention is to say, without Isvara, an object has no existence. Namaha Purastad Ataprastataste Namostu Te Sarvata Eva Sarva Ananta Viryamita Vikramastvam Sarvam Samapnosi Tatosi Sarvaha. Om. In verse 41, Arjuna, remembering his many escapades with Sri Krishna, together as youth, how lightly he treated him as a mere friend, and even now asked him to be his charioteer, and ordered him to place the chariot between the two armies. Now he regrets and says, by me who was ignorant of your glories, Ajnanata Maya Tava Idam Mahimana. Thinking of you as a mere friend, Saka Iti Matva, thus was said rashly by me, Iti Prasabam Yat Uktam, as O Krishna, O Yadava, O friend, Hey Krishna, Hey Yadava, Hey Saketi. Out of carelessness, pramadat, or out of friendship too, pranayena va api. Saketi matva prasabam yad uktam, Hey Krishna, Hey Yadava, Hey Saketi, Ajnanata mahi manam tavedam, Maya pramadat pranayena vapi. Om. In verse 42, Arjuna was having some remorse, as he was not equipped to know Parameshwara. He did not think that Sri Krishna was Parameshwara. Now he says, out of jest you have been slighted. Avahasartam asat krita asi. While walking, lying down, sitting and eating, alone or even in public, O Krishna. Vihara saya asana bhojaneshu eka attava achyuta tat samaksham api. Now he knows, he regrets and he says, for all this, may I ask pardon of you who cannot be known. Tat shamayetvam aham aprameyam. The knowledge of Brahman cannot be known by perception, inference, etc. Only by doing our duties righteously to purify our mind, we will be able to convert this knowledge into wisdom. Yachavahasa tamasatkritosi viharasayasana bhojaneshu eko tavapyachuta tat samaksham tat shamayetvam aham aprameyam. Om. In verse 43, Arjuna continues to describe Sri Krishna, who is Parameshwara. He says, you are the cause, the father, Tvam Pita Asi, of this world of movable and immovable things. Asya characharasya lokasya. You are the most worshipful and the first teacher. Pujyacha Gariyan Guru. As you taught the Vedas to Lord Brahma, the Creator, you are the source of all knowledge. There is no one equal to you. Na asti tvat sama. When there is no one equal to Parameshwara, Arjuna asks, how can there be another who is superior? Apyatika kuta anya. Even in the three worlds, loka treye api. Here Arjuna addresses Sri Krishna as Apratima Prabhava, one whose glory is matchless, as his powers are unequaled anywhere. The entire creation is Parameshwara. His glory cannot be imitated, nor a symbol be created to represent Parameshwara. Pitasi lokasya characharasya tvamasya pujasya guru gariyan natvat samostya vyadika kritonyo lokatrayepya pratima prabhava. Om. In verse 44, Arjuna knows that Sri Krishna's glory and power are incomparable. Therefore, saluting by properly laying his body down. Tasmat pranamya pranidaya karyam. Says, I seek your blessing, O Lord. You are the most worshipful Lord. Prasadayetvam aham isham idyam. Here Arjuna is invoking three relationships in Sri Krishna, who is Parameshwara, and says, O Lord, you should forgive my mistakes. Arhasi Deva Soto. First, like a father would, the mistakes of his son. Pita iva putrasya. Sri Krishna is Parameshwara, the father of this creation, and we, the jivas like Arjuna, are the sons of Parameshwara. And as a father, he will be able to forgive our mistakes. Second, as a friend would the mistakes of a friend. Sakha eva sakya. Friends are always available, overlooking our mistakes and continue to be friendly. In the same manner, Atma is always available, enlightening us. Wherever our intellect goes, Atma is. In all our escapades, excitements, adventures, Atma is enlightening us like a friend. Third, as a beloved would the mistakes of a beloved. Priya Iva Priyaya. Atma is Ananda Swarupa, the beloved, and we are the lover of Ananda, absolute bliss. Tasmat pranamya pradidaya karyam prasadayetvam ahamishamidhyam piteva putrasya sakeva sakyu priya priyaya hrisideva sodum. Om. In verse 45, Arjuna says, O Lord, it was wonderful seeing the magnificence of the cosmic form. Seeing all that was not seen before by anyone, I am happy. Adrishta purvam hirstita asmi drishva. But there was mixed feeling, seeing the destruction, and his mind was afflicted with fear. Bhayena cha pravyahitam mana me. Now Arjuna says, please show me your original form, the form of Sri Krishna, whom he looked upon as his great friend. Tat eva me darshaya deva rupam. Here Arjuna addresses Sri Krishna first as the Lord of all the gods, and second as the Lord in whom the entire world exists. Be pleased. Prasida Devesha Jagat Nivasa. Adrishta Purvam Hristitosmi Drisva Bhayena Cha Pravyahitam Manome Tat Eva Me Darshaya Deva Rupam Prasida Devesha Jagat Nivasa. Om. In verse 46, Arjuna further states, so too I wish to see. Ichchami tvam darstum aham tatteva. You in the form of Lord Vishnu, that is generally worshipped. O Lord of 1,000 arms, Sahasra Baho. O Lord who is in the cosmic form of this world, Bhava Vishwamurte, who is wearing a crown, having a mace and a disc in hand, Kiritinam Gandinam Chakrahastam. The mace is used to destroy our nearby enemies, our likes and dislikes, our binding desires, whereas the disc is used to destroy our faraway enemies, our ego, our ahankara, which is due to the past impressions in our subconscious mind. And all this can be accomplished when we surrender. This implies the fourth hand of Lord Vishnu pointing to his feet. When we surrender to Isvara, Isvara protects us. Arjuna says, may you become this form with 4 hands. Tena eva rupena chaturbhujena. He is familiar with only these 2 forms, the form of Sri Krishna, his great friend, and the form of Sri Krishna as Lord Vishnu, whom he worshipped. He does not want to see the cosmic form because in the cosmic form, the dissolution aspect is being shown. Kiritinam Gandinam Chakrahastam Ichchami tvam darshtumaham tateva teneva rupena chaturbhujena sahasrabaho bhava vishwamurte. Om. At verse 46, we shall take a break, and next Sri Krishna is going to withdraw his cosmic form and console Arjuna with loving words. So till then, Om Namah Shivaya.